I think people are talking about state capture. But if you want to talk about capture properly, substantive capture, you have to go to all those power stations and the mines that are close to the power stations and the contracts between those mines and those power stations. The cost-plus mines, which were developed with Eskom's money. So what happens is that you, as Mr. Luyenge, get the mining license to open a mine next to a power station. Eskom gives you the money to sink the shaft. And then you get a 40-year contract to supply Eskom. And the price is agreed to. In the case of Exaro, it was 1,132. By the way, Mr. P.S. Marsden says in his testimony that I found amusing. He says he could not believe that anybody could talk like that to Glencore in the way that I had spoken to Glencore. So something somewhere we must have touched the raw nerve and shaken a long existing relationship that has to do with this. I mean, if Mr. Luyenge, Parliament wants to understand state capture, I think with this optimum mine deal, you are scratching on the surface. You need to go deep into those 40-year contracts. I've seen them. They've specified even where black people must stay and white people must stay in the mine with Eskom's money. And nobody wants a truth commission about that. Nobody wants to talk about that. Those contracts continue as they were drafted 40 years ago. And in fact, in the case of Glencore, they have the audacity to say they want to change the price from 150 to 530 at an additional cost of 1.96 billion rand per annum, 6 billion rand over 3 years, that Eskom didn't have. And then Mr. Marsden says he couldn't believe that anybody could talk to Glencore like that. I think, personally, I think that was my problem.